What's going on, Omnibuddies? Mitch here, and we are back again with a special unboxing. If you watched the last video, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so yes, we are back again with an unboxing. We got a sneak peek of it in the last video, but if you didn't see that one, I won't make you go back and watch. But we are looking at the latest drop from Dark Horse Direct. This is the 40th anniversary deluxe vinyl statue of, yes, Usagi Yojimbo. Oh man, I am so excited to crack this open and see what Usagi looks like and feels like and hold him and snuggle him and all of the things, because dang do I love this statue and dang do I love Usagi Yojimbo, because he's like one of the best characters of all time. 40th anniversary, 40 years running of this character, and you can literally pretty much jump in at any point in the series and really not be lost. It's incredible. Stan Sakai has done incredible work with this. And they just announced that they're going to be doing the first official stories from other creators as Stan passes the torch along. He's still doing Usagi right now, so that's awesome. And he's getting some trusted creators in there, continuing the legacy and building in that world. It's awesome. Anyways, let's unbox this thing. So first things first, I mean, this art is just, I'm gonna get out of the way so you can kind of see it, and it focuses on it, is just incredible. It's got like this matte finish on the box too, which just feels really good and nice. And it's got that spot gloss on there so you can see the statue. There is another, I think it's the Dogu limited edition, where he is in red and black armor instead of the traditional blue and black. That came out, I mean, I pre-ordered this thing, I think over a year ago now, or just about a year ago. And I have been waiting a very long time, and it's been pushed back and pushed back because of all the crazy shipping stuff going on. But it's finally here. And I was a little sad to see that they had the other red and black armor one come out, but then I kept thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? It's basically, it's the same statue, same sculpt, everything, just a little bit different paint. And this is the traditional Usagi Yojimbo armor anyways, so I need that. And look at that nice little limited edition official product sticker, super nice. And that nice gloss or foil on there. Man, this thing is just really nice. So I think this retails for about $120 or $140, something like that in there. The low 100s. So let's check this out. Ooh. So it's got that nice art in there, and then there is the statue. If you have watched the Hellboy Dark Horse Deluxe vinyl statue video of mine, very similar to it, and he is going to go right next to him at my work, at my office, at my work. So let's stop talking about it and showing off the box and cut this open and see what we got in here. Let's be careful because this box is super cool, and I don't want to damage the box either, because it's really nice for transporting, and if anything were to ever happen and I need to sell it or whatever, I want to have the box looking nice too. So I usually keep my boxes for things like these. But yeah, all right. Much to my wife's dismay and my giant box hoard up in the garage attic that she didn't know about for like a couple years, and then she had to go up in the attic one day and discovered my hoard, and I've been slowly getting rid of it ever since. Anyways, all right, let's crack this open. All right, nice. And it came in nice. I guess I could show off the little box that it came in, but it came in a nice little Dark Horse box too. Pretty nice. Yeah, keeps it safe. There's a bag inside of here. All right, so we can open this up. Okay, so that's like the backdrop kind of a thing. And I'm trying the sitting thing while I do unboxings. I don't know, maybe that's not a great idea, but maybe it's a little easier to handle stuff sitting down, or if it drops, it doesn't fall way down. All right, so we have this nice cutout plastic piece holding everything in and together. We got the base there. Little plastic base. It's not like solid wood or metal or anything like that. So the statue is vinyl, so it's not like super I mean, it's fragile, but it's not gonna necessarily break, like they can kind of wiggle a little bit. All right, so let's he's tied in here, so we can get this open when I talk about it. So yeah, if you don't know Usagi Yojimbo, man, you really need to start reading it. It was Fantagraphics for a little while, and then I believe Mirage for a little while, and then just for like 6 issues or something like that, and then went over to Dark Horse for years and years, and then um, it then switched over to IDW for I don't know, like 5 years or so, 4 or 5 years, and it things didn't seem to go well with IDW. Um, and so Stan has now brought Usagi Yojimbo back under Dark Horse, and Dark Horse is doing great things again and treating Stan well. Oh my gosh, this is in there. Oh, it's like in there. So I might have to just cut and come back because otherwise you're just going to listen to me talk the whole time, and that's not going to be fun for anyone. So, oh, that's the ears and his head. Oh my gosh. You know what? Let's just come back until I have him out of here, and then we can show him off a little bit better. All right, we're back. So, Stan Sakai, more like Stan Secure, because this thing was incredibly difficult to get out of here. But we got him out without breaking him. I got a little nervous there at a moment, but dang, this thing is awesome. So cool. Like, just the detail on there. I'll show some detail shots and all that, but dang, this thing is cool. It's the base, not the greatest, but I mean that's always cool. It'd be fun to like try and modify a base or something, but really nice. His ears come off, so you have where they put the other ones, so you have more of his regular like ears not flapping in the wind, just kind of tied back. And then he comes with a couple different arms. So I guess an arm for each side, an extra left and an extra right. So then so both times his right arm holds a sword, but on the left arm he can not be holding a sword. So it's kind of there. So he cannot be holding a sword, and there's little pieces for his shoulder pads too, because his arms do move. They are just up and down, I guess, not round. Kind of hits his head on that side, but they can move around a little bit. And then the shoulder pads come off, and you can change them around. And you can't put his swords anywhere. So if you want him using both swords, because he can't put them anywhere, he can't like holster them or anything like that, then you're gonna have to. Are these upside down? I feel like these are upside down. I think they put them on upside down. Did they? No, maybe. Let's see. I guess not. I don't know. I feel like the armor should go like not this way, but it should go that way. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up the picture of him real quick and see how it's supposed to be. Anyways, let's get that on there, stuck in there, and then he's got 2 of the longer katanas and a shorter one. So we'll put those in here, boom. And then we can put the short one in here, wiggle that into his hand-ish. Come on, get in there. Not gonna break, which is nice because it's it's not like, it's that vinyl, so it's got a little bit of bend and give to it, but dang, super cool. His head doesn't move. You can swap his ears. I think this is probably the way I'll keep him right there. I do like this extra hand that's open, which is cool. But I do like being able to use both swords with him. And I do like that he comes with 2 long swords and then the short sword. I forgot what they're called, but he doesn't have like a place to holster it or anything like that. Then his ears, which are cool, but I kind of like the flowing in the wind type look, which is super cool. It does come off the base. You can just pop them off, just 2 little nubs there, and his feet fit on his feet. So pretty easy, and he stands up, as you can see, locks in there pretty well, and yeah, he's pretty secure in there. So, dang, this is such a cool statue. He's got such a good face on him too, and that scar. A lot of people think it's an eyebrow, an eyebrow raise, but he actually gets a scar pretty early on in the books, and that's what that top scar is. A lot of people think he's like given like the Rock look, like the eyebrow. What is it, the people's look, or the something like that. But a lot of people think he's given like an eyebrow, but he's actually got a scar over his eyebrow. So pretty cool. Pretty cool seeing him in his armor, because he's rarely ever, I mean, he starts off the book in his armor, but he abandons it for the most part, or almost, he's almost out of his armor exclusively for most of the entire book, unless you get into like some of the other like one-off stories like Space Usagi and stuff like that. But super cool, super awesome. So while I'm talking about it, we can show some shots of him that are a little bit cooler and fancier, and less me holding him and all of that. And yeah, so I am pretty excited about this. Like I said, there is a Dogu exclusive version that has his, instead of the blue, it is red armor. So there's a little bit of a variant with that. I think it's maybe like 10 or $20 more, but it's not too bad if you really want that exclusive variant. But I believe this is out of 1,000, and I believe the variant is out of 500. Yeah, so it says blue, this edition is limited of 1,000, and I believe, yeah, the red variant is out of 500, if I'm remembering correctly. But if you want to pick this up, you can use the code in my description too. That should get you, I think, 10 bucks off. And yeah, so that should help you at least cover some of the shipping. They shipped it pretty quickly. It came to me through UPS, and UPS shipped it like once it was left the warehouse. I mean, I'm only a few hours away from Dark Horse, so it only took it was like next day for me. So pretty quick. It is very secure in there. He is not moving around much. And yeah, so really nice paint job. I really like it. I'm not seeing any real defects on his paint. It's got that nice little like kind of a sparkle look to his shin guard area, and some of the chest pieces and wrist gauntlet pieces. Kind of all the black areas, except for his pants, have this like shimmery look to it, a little bit of a glitter look. So it kind of gives that metallic look. And then really nice detail on the blue parts of the armor with that bamboo and the red ends of the bamboo. And then the gold is looking really nice. I'm not seeing really any chips or any defects, like I said, to the paint. It looks overall pretty dang good. And this is going to look great next to the rest of my Roku Series 1 Usagi statues, and right next to the other Dark Horse Direct Hellboy edition. He's going to be a lot shorter than Hellboy is, especially with Hellboy's little ghoul guy on the back. But this is going to look great. All right, so I'll cut it there. We don't need to keep talking about it much more, but dang, I am really excited about this. My only complaint, I guess, if I want to like come up with one, is that I wish that he was able to sheathe his swords, and then I wish that the base had some detail to it, that it wasn't just a stark black base and it had a little bit, like either some grass or some dirt even. I'm half tempted to try and modify this base actually and just put like some sand on it, glue some sand to it, and make it a little, give it a little bit of texture, a little bit of different thing going on. Kind of want to do that with the Hellboy base too, and give it maybe some rock texture or something. So that could be pretty cool. But dang, this is a pretty awesome statue, and I am pretty impressed with these busts. I'm glad that it took some time because of all the shipping craziness and issues going on right now for them to be able to get all of these out to us, because I believe they've been done for a long time, for months and months, but they haven't been able to get them shipped out, which kind of stinks. But we finally got them, and they're here. And if you're finally just seeing this, make sure to jump on it if you're wanting. I believe they are still available. Both versions are still available through Dogu Publishing and Dark Horse Direct. So definitely check it out. Pick up a copy if you're interested in it. It's a nice kind of half step into the statue world, where you're not spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on crazy statues, but you get a really cool statue that doesn't absolutely break the bank, pretty awesome. All right, I'll let you go. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, do all those things. But like I say in every video, the most important thing to do, not only does it help the algorithm and all that, but I love talking with the community, is to comment. Let me know in the comments what your favorite long-running character is, if there's one out there that has had like a continuous run forever. In the video before this, there's TMNT from IDW that started. I had to look it up, from August 2011, and has like the final deluxe finally just got to me. So it ran for about 14 years, and now they're switching over to Jason Aaron's run and craziness. So there's Turtles in that run, or Usagi, who's been going for 40 years now. Incredible. Let me know in the comments who your favorite long running character with like continuous continuity is. Let's say it has to be like over let's say 10 years at least. So it's got to have been going for a decade. Love and Rockets. I think even Walking Dead would fit into that territory. But oh well, let me know in the comments what your favorite long-running series or character is, so that we can all dig in and find some more cool statues and comics to read. All right, that's it. Take care. Stay cool.